Hi, this is Wayne from Inkish at OPS 2025, and I now have the pleasure of interviewing Rick Azas. Very nice to meet you, Rick.
Nice, likewise.
So, watched your presentation today about social media. You're an influencer and a content creator. We probably don't do it as well as we could in the print industry.
Yes.
You was talking about creating content. If you're a PSP and you want to do more, what would be the basic tips that you would give any print service provider or printer about utilizing social media?
I think there are two ways. Do it in-house with people who work at the brand, or to work with creators directly. I think this is two routes you can take. But at first, I would say take a coaching or something to understand the platforms, so you have a little bit of a concept what to do,
Right.
and then find some people who already work at this place, who are employed there, who are willing to go in front of the camera, and then they should try to do these kind of formats together with somebody who already did it before,
Right.
for example in Creator or something,
Yeah.
who can hold the camera properly stuff, because most of the people, they do it wrong the first time, and
Yeah.
if they the employees understand how it works, they can do it their own, and then it's a simple way to use social media with low costs of entry barrier, you know.
Right.
And if you work with creators, it depends. If you work with bigger ones, it's a higher budget, but maybe they have the right audience for you. But you can also work with smaller ones where you don't have to spend that much, but you can work with a lot more
Right.
creators.
So taking a picture of some business cards and putting it on Instagram,
No.
not the way forward for PSPs?
No. The thing is, social media is crowded a lot. It's like a red ocean, and you have to stand out. That's why you have to have really nice video formats to get shown to new people in the algorithm. So, for example, you have to have a really good hook where you explain people why is it hard to reach a new audience, or like why is it hard to reach your customers and stay in their mind. And if you have something nice which is printed really well and you send it to them, you can explain why it's so important to make a lasting impression, you know.
Yeah.
For example.
So I know a lot of PSPs will be thinking, well, we're B2B, you know, B2C it works. You know, if you've got a brand, if you've got a clothing brand, which I know that you've launched very successfully, does it work for B2Bs?
I think so. I also did it in the past with a service. I had a social media marketing service, and I used social media as a marketing tool for my service for other clients, which are brands as well. And I think it works. It's a little bit more difficult, but you have to provide value first, like for example, in a podcast or little clips on LinkedIn or something, where you explain to the people how they can improve their work life, for example, and then you can sell your stuff later, you know. So I think with B2B people, you have to give a lot of value to the people, so you are the goat in your niche, you know.
Right, okay.
That's one thing, and I think it also helps a lot with HR, like to find new people who want to work at your place, because if you have like a nice culture, you can show it on video to the people out there. Maybe they will come to you, and you don't have to search them on LinkedIn or something where you will not find the right people. Maybe.
Okay, because I was quite interested, because you were talking about a piece of software that I think you've developed.
Yes, my developer.
All
yes,
right, okay.
But we did it together, and he's the tech guy, and I'm the marketing guy.
Right. So tell us about that piece of software, because that can cut out a lot of the hard work on it.
Yes, but it was a time back then. Right now, it's not working that well. That's why I'm not doing it anymore. But we had a kind of service which automated like a lot of steps, like finding the real customer on social media, and showing them your content. But it's not working anymore, because it was like we had the API of Instagram, and API changed a lot. So it was like a really bad business, because you had to level up all the time.
So as a replacement for that, then AI, I guess, is probably something that can help businesses grow their
The thing
social
is,
media
back
reach.
then it was really hard to grow your social media because the algorithm favored the people who were big at the time already. Right now, the algorithms are the opposite. They favor good content and not the people with the most following, you know?
Right,
So
okay.
you can do a post which gets more traction than me, even if I have millions of followers.
Right.
So that's why I'm not recommending like any tools or something to get an engagement. It's more about making the best content possible and the best insights possible to attract new viewers, new people who want to buy something, you know?
Right,
Because I think you just have to focus on the content.
It's a good time.
It's a really good time for
a start in social media.
And for example, for the like especially for the print audience, because nobody is doing it there.
No,
that's what I have the feeling of, you know. So it's still a really good time to start, and you can get like a head start to all the others because nobody is trying it. Maybe somebody has to show and prove that it works, and then everybody will follow.
I think in the print industry, I think there are companies that do it well, but there are an awful lot of companies that don't do it very well. You know, they feel like they have to do something, but they don't probably give it.
Yeah, but if you do it like 10%, it's not working. You know,
no.
You have to go fully in it, into it, or you don't have to do it at all, because if it gets like 300 views, nobody will see it. You know.
No.
But yeah.
So what should we be aiming for? What would be, in your eyes, the amount of views for a good social media campaign?
It's hard to tell because it depends on every industry, you know. It could be that 300 views, but views from people like CEOs, 300 views is a lot. But if you have like 300 random people and there's just one CEO in there, it's not working for B2B.
So it's all about targeting.
So yeah, it's just about targeting, and you can also have the smallest podcast in the world, but if you have the richest people in there,
well, exactly that. Yeah,
you're well.
It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you. Your presentation was filmed, I know, and it will be on the OPS website.
Nice.
So thank you very much for attending today. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you. Thank you, Rick.